morning and welcome to day 6 of May vlogs. Excuse the crazy hair, I've washed it this morning and it isn't quite dry. It goes quite wavy when it's still damp, but unfortunately my hair is far too thick, so once it's dried it will all pull all that wave out. Anyway, I am starting today on hopefully a more positive note. I have worked out with Arthur what activities we're going to do today school-wise. They're having a little bit of a quieter morning. To be fair, it's only just coming up to 9 o'clock, but they're having a little bit of a quieter morning. I'm letting him play a little bit more computer games this morning before he starts schoolwork. I'm only planning to dye 1 batch of yarn today instead of 2 in the hope that that kind of makes things a little bit more relaxed and a little bit less stressful. And I am just sitting down to have a little bit of breakfast, upload yesterday's vlog to YouTube, and hopefully finish off a square on my Cozy Memories blanket. Try and get a better, more relaxed start to the day. I've just done my first application of dye to my Kynance colourway. Kynance is one of my absolute favourite beaches in Cornwall, and I am loving this. Yeah, the dye still needs to set and everything like that, which is why at this end you can see that the water's still really murky. But I am absolutely loving these colours. I also need to turn it over and apply some more dye. This is literally just the first application, but yeah, I am in love with this colourway. Much better than the fact that I managed to mess up a couple of the mini skein colourways yesterday. Okay, yarn has finished. I'm just doing the 1 batch today. And Arthur has done one of his school activities that we've decided to do today, which was to learn 3 jokes and then share a video of you telling those jokes on our class blog. So he's done that, and I'll put the video in for you as well so you can all hear the jokes too. The boys are just upstairs in their room playing at the moment, which is really nice because it means downstairs is quiet. Goodness knows what carnage I'm going to find out there later, but oh well. I thought I might take you on a little tour of the garden because it's quite a nice sunny day today. Although before I do that, I was just going to say, for those of you that don't know I've mentioned it in previous vlog series and stuff like that. We rent our house. So within the UK, that generally means that there's not a lot we can do to change our house. We can make kind of minor changes, but redecorating and things like that is not something we can do, which is a bit of a shame in parts because there's a lot that I could do to improve this house. But we are very lucky that the garden is actually quite well established. We've got a relatively simple back garden, which is mostly lawn, and then we've got some fruit trees and things like that, which I'll show you in a minute. But then our front garden is much more of kind of an established, more decorative garden. The kids don't really play out there because obviously they can get out the gate to the road and stuff, but the back garden is enclosed. So it works quite well. And we have been lucky enough up until this point to have gardeners come, paid for as part of our rent. And they usually come every kind of fortnight throughout the summer. We haven't seen them this year, and unfortunately our lettings agents are not the most communicative lettings agents. We didn't even know that they were coming until they turned up when we were first here, and we've heard nothing about whether they will be back or won't be back or quite what's happening. But it does mean that we're having to do more to it. So it's not quite as maintained as it would normally be, but we're trying to get some weeding and things like that done. So this is our back garden. As you can see, there's literally steps down from our back door. It's relatively enclosed. It's not massive, but it does have a big gate, so the kids can't get out of it, which is quite nice. Tom mowed the lawn this week, so it's looking really good. We've planted a few bits and pieces. So we've got some carrots in here, which are starting to come up. I don't know if you can see just there. Tom's also planted out some lettuces in there. We really need to weed the paving slabs. That's one of the things that the gardeners would normally do, but obviously they're not coming at the moment. We've got a few herbs along here. The kids' trampoline. Massive lilac bush, which I kind of tried to cut back a little bit this year, but I'm not really sure what I'm doing with. And then over here is where we have all the fruit. We cut the raspberries back quite a lot last year because they'd gone a bit crazy. I'm a bit worried Tom's cut them back too much. We usually get loads of raspberries, but he has cut them back quite a lot, so we'll see this year. But we have an apple tree here, and we have another apple tree over there, and we usually get a really good crop of apples from these. We also have a blackcurrant bush, which is just about to start flowering, I think. That's looking pretty good this year. We tidied this area up quite a lot. We also have a plum tree. Now Tom has really cut this back this year. He did a lot of research as to how to do it and stuff like that, and he's thinned it out quite a lot and cut it back. So we're not quite sure how much fruit we'll get from this year, having attacked it so much. But it's looking a lot better and a lot less crowded. We do have back here some gooseberries as well, and then of course we have got rhubarb, which is, whoops, I'm about to fall over, which is looking good. I will have to have a think of what I'm going to do with rhubarb, whether I just do some crumble or something like that. But yeah, quite a lot of fruit in the back garden. And then, as I said, our front garden is much more manicured, so you can see our car up there. So we've got this area of lawn all bedded. Interestingly, the flowers aren't coming up nearly as early this year. I'm sure we had a lot more flowers on show for May vlogs last year, but we've got lots and lots of rose bushes. Let some bluebells come up. We planted, I can't remember what, but Arthur and I planted some seeds here, which are slowly coming up. And then we've got this massive area up here of beds. We've planted some wildflower seeds just up at the top there. I can't really get there because I haven't got any shoes on. But yeah, it's starting to look nice. Got massive heathers by the front door. And then my absolute favourite bit is all the tulips that we get along here. And more roses. I've given this a really good go and really tried to weed in here quite a lot. So I've got a lot of new growth kind of coming up now. But there's still quite a big area there that I need to tackle at some point.